A few weeks ago, I felt completely terrible. It felt like everything I'd ever built up was just falling apart right in front of me, and I didn't even know why. I felt horrible all the time. I didn't know, I knew what I had to do, but I didn't want to do it. And the things that I did want to do, I didn't really want to do. And I knew where I wanted to go, and I knew about my goals and my vision and all these things. And I knew why it was important and how great my life would be if I achieved it. But then it didn't make any sense, and I was like, why would I even want to do that? It's all useless and meaningless and whatever. And so one day, I decided to go on a bike ride and call a friend, because this is terrible. I like being productive. I like getting work done, and this was just torture. It felt like my brain felt like, when you have wired earphones and you put them correctly, like you tie them in a little knot or whatever, and you put them in your pocket, and you take them out 2 minutes later, and they're all scrambled up. That's what my brain felt like. And so I call a friend. And I was expecting that he would tell me, oh yes, I felt that exact thing. Here's what I did. Here's my 5-step morning routine. Here's my take 5 deep breaths, go meditate, meet some people, go to the gym, go in the park, walk, do a bike ride, all these things, like talk to your girlfriend, I don't know. But he didn't say any of that. And he said something that I already kind of knew, but for some reason I didn't think applied in this case. Then again, I wasn't thinking straight, so that's not surprising that I didn't realize it applied to me in that exact scenario. But what he said, and I think it's a lot more powerful than any 5-step morning routine, is, and I'll try and more or less quote it, I think you're just making it all up. There is no problem, you just think there is, which makes one exist. And I realize that very often we create these narratives in our lives, these stories about why things are, or why things must or mustn't be, or why we need to do things or need to not do things, that aren't based in any sort of truth. We just make things up, and that limits us. It's like, in my case, I thought there was a problem. I created a narrative like, oh yes, I'm feeling down, maybe I'm in a rut, maybe I'm depressed, maybe all these things, when in reality it was just a misfiring of some chemicals, and then that led to a chain reaction of thoughts and stories, because our minds like to make stories about the world and make things make sense. And that created a problem where there was none. And so very often these things just hold us back. Anyways, this is day 5 of Reaching Enlightenment. I basically share the journey and the things I learned along the way. This is a big lesson, well, just like a lot of the other ones, but this is something I've learned recently, which is very important with helping me reach enlightenment. It makes me more consistent and so on. I share the journey, the things I learned along the way. You can follow me, and I'll see you tomorrow.